All right, sir, we are recording. You're looking well today. You're looking good, and just wanted to just approach you about your workshop that you have coming up. Go ahead and if you can tell me a little more about that. I saw your email with all the information, but
Yes.
can you go ahead and tell me about it?
Ed, when life hits you with lemons, you make lemonade.
Right,
And we know that there is a good in everything that happens. We just have to look for the good.
right.
I have always been wanting, one of my goals is to offer some of my classes online.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a goal
Right,
to be achieved by the end of this year. Well, this whole situation with the coronavirus has just put me on to speed it up.
right.
Right. So I'm launching the first class on April 28th,
Uh-huh.
and I'm offering people who registered three options. That's a Tuesday. They can do a 9 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
noon from 12 to 1, and a 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So far, the responses I'm getting is people seem to prefer the 9 p.m. But I'm
Okay.
the, you know me, I'll do this for one or two people. I'm
Right.
not a business guy. So I'm offering two alternatives, Tuesdays or Thursdays, and then it's going to be for 5 consecutive Tuesdays or 5 consecutive Thursdays for 1 hour.
Okay.
So that I've done this live before at Clarkston Bible Institute where we did 5 consecutive Saturdays for one
Yeah.
hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of stimulates the learning process, I think, much more effectively than sitting down for 5 hours.
Right.
So people can absorb the main point in one module,
Mm-hmm.
start applying that, and
Yeah.
then they get the second module and the same process goes by. So I think I have a strong feeling that online learning is going to be much more popular in the future.
Yes.
So this workshop that I'm doing, I've been teaching it since 2001.
Mm.
And if anybody will go to my website and look at some of the feedback, it's amazing. Every audience, and I've done it in churches, I've done it in the corporate world, I've done it for nonprofit organizations.
Mm-hmm.
The feedback has always been, we need this.
Okay.
We need this.
Yeah.
So the main theme is to help people to stop working, start performing.
Mm. Yeah.
Stop
Okay.
working, start performing. Stop going to church. Start going to worship.
Mm.
Worship has become too much of a passive thing, a traditional thing. Even work. I got to work, and
Yeah.
our parents told us they got to work hard. So
Mm-hmm.
what has happened is the word work has become a negative four-letter word. When people
Right.
think work, the first thought that come to my mind, oh my God, is no.
Right.
What you do, that's the role that the Lord has chosen for you. Glorify Him in all that you do.
Right.
And that's what this message is all about. And everybody talks about passion.
Right.
Coaches tell their athletes, give me more passion, give me more heart. You know? And
Right.
everybody agrees that people who have a passion for what they do will excel at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never read or heard a speaker really explain what passion is all about.
Okay.
Is it just an emotion? Is it just a sizzle that lasts for a couple of moments? No, it's much more than that.
Yeah.
And our God blessed me, really blessed me, with a clear and concise definition of what passion is all about. And anybody at any level who participate in this workshop or read the book can embrace it, believe it, and apply it.
Okay.
So that's,
Okay.
in a nutshell, what it's all about.
All right. Good. Good. Thanks for that explanation, Lincoln. What kinds of over these five courses, what can the average person who's never attended a with passion workshop, what can they
Mhm.
expect to learn in these five classes or over the course of those five classes?
Well, people who have been to the class,
Mm-hmm.
the benefits, the results. One, you have less stress.
Right.
Think about it. The people who are still working, they spend most of their waking hours where? At work.
At work. Mm-hmm.
And even if they're not in a building or in an office, their mind is engaged in working.
Right.
When people were commuting, their mind was always engaged. So it's more than about 8, 10, average 10 hours a day
Mm-hmm.
while we are awake that we thinking and we working. So where do our stress come from most? What we are engaged in.
Right.
So if we could find a way to put more joy in what we do, think about what will happen to the stress level. The stress level is going to go way down. It's never going to go to zero
Right. Right.
because there's positive stress and there's
Positive,
negative
negative.
stress.
Exactly.
So it's going to go way low. And the medical field has proven that stress causes sickness
Yes.
for many people. So with less stress, you're going to have more healthy people.
Sure.
You're going to have less sick days and less attrition. The morale, think about the morale in the workplace or in the churches, wherever people gather. If everybody is smiling and everybody is happy and joyful, customers will, they can hear it in your tone of voice over the phone.
Right.
Customer service will go through the roof. And when customers are happy, they come back and do more business with you.
Right.
So productivity is going to go up. Ed, I'm sorry to say, but it's a fact. Too many people are settling for okay.
Right.
So what they will get out to do is they're going to stop existing and start living to the fullest. How they were meant, how they were created to be.
Yes.
God did not create okay people. He doesn't create anything okay. He creates magnificence.
Yes.
He created majesty. He created the human being is the only creation that was created in his image. And look what he's done and look what he continues to do. And he wants to be one. He wants us to be one with him. Not just settle for okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've heard too many people, that will work and that's good enough. And what happens? People make mistakes and you have dissatisfied customers. And look at the auto industry, how much recall because somebody didn't finish their work. And they said, we can let that go. Nobody wouldn't notice it. It would be okay. I love you see the AT&T ad? My favorite one is when the doctor, the medical doctor walks and says, guess who got reinstated today? And then he asks the patient, are you nervous? He said, me too, and okay is not okay.
Right. So, exactly.
People are settling for, okay, my mission in life is to get people to live your life to the fullest, exceed expectation. Jesus said, if a man asks you to go 1 mile, you go 2.
Yeah.
If he asks you for your outer coat, you give him your inner coat too. That's the life of a believer and a Christian.
Right.
So that's what we are called to do.
Okay. I'm sorry to cut you off, Lincoln.
No, go ahead.
But what do you think there's benefit for a non-believer to attend this class? I mean, is there some evangelistic benefit to this workshop if I wanted to invite somebody who wasn't a Christian to this class?
Well, the course is not just for Christians, for everybody.
Okay.
Me being a Christian man and having received this directly from the Lord, I got to give him credit.
Right. Yeah.
I you know me, I've been to 37 countries all over the world. I've spoken. I quote books. I've quoted Zig Ziglar. I've quoted, many authors. The Bible is the best-selling book in the whole wide world. It's been translated in more language than any other book.
Right.
I quote the Bible. So if nobody have heard the Bible about a verse from the Bible before, they'll get an opportunity to see this word, and it's not just a myth, it's not just a religious thing, but I can apply this to my life every day.
Yes.
And that's
okay.
What I hope they will get, and they will take a deeper look and a different perspective on how they look at it. Because what's happening in the world today, somebody might visit a church And the people over there, they're not worshiping, they're just checking a box. I went to church today, and
Yes.
that person doesn't feel welcome. And they doesn't feel a sense of the Holy Spirit in that building. And then you go to another church and everybody's happy and jolly and and praising the Lord and embracing you and saying, welcome, what's your name?
Right.
Introducing yourself, and everybody's a greeter.
Yeah.
Not just the people in the front door, but everybody's a greeter. So they feel engaged. This is what heaven is all about.
Right.
So we get a taste of heaven here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what this is all about.
Okay. Lincoln, as we wrap this interview up, are there any things about this course, any specific things that you want your potential audience to know about this class? Any small details that they would need if they're interested in getting into this class?
Well, number one, the investment, and I say it's an investment because you're getting a return, is minimal. I intentionally made the investment to be just $24.99 for the entire package. The entire package. Companies have paid me thousands of dollars to teach their people this. But this is my gift back to the people during these times. $24.99. They're going to get handouts that they can, they're going to be able to make contribution, to exchange their ideas. And when they leave, they will leave with a sense of learning, and they will leave with a sense of a whole new attitude towards their life. And I'm not just talking about work. I'm talking about simple, like in your home.
Right.
You're washing dishes. I don't like washing dishes.
Me neither.
But I like why I do it.
Right.
I
Exactly.
like why I do it. So I sing and I wash the dishes. I don't like making up the bed, but my wife likes it.
Yeah.
So I find
just kind of bringing. It sounds like what you're describing is that you want people to come away from this class with a renewed sense of passion for even the mundane things.
Even the mundane things, exactly. Because the human being is the only creation that was blessed with free will to choose. If a lion is hungry, he's going to eat his cubs. That's why the female and the lioness protects her cubs from the lion. A human dad is hungry, and his kid, he will give his kids the last morsel of food and remain hungry. A normal human dad.
Right.
So we have that power to choose. So we can choose how we respond to situation. And less reacting, that's one of the messages I share, less reacting, more recalculating. How do I respond? What's the best response to this? And it's not what would Jesus have me do, but what would Jesus have me respond? How do you want me to respond to this, Lord? Seek his wisdom and apply his wisdom.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Lincoln, this was an awesome interview. I feel like I learned a lot more about your course. I mean, it's different. It's one thing to read about it, but when you talk to the person that's actually, in the meat, the thick of, providing this course information, it just gives you a renewed sense of what it actually is about. So Lincoln, thank you so much for your time. And we're gonna get this out to Orchard's donors and stakeholders, and we just hope that people show up for you and find the value that there is that you've placed into this course material. And I thank you for your time. Yes.
And my prayer is that the Lord will send the people who needs this.
Yes, absolutely.
And anybody who is interested can go to the website www.withpassionthebook.com, and they will get more information, and there is a ticket that they can click to sign up.
All right, awesome. All right, well, again, Lincoln, thank you so much for sharing with me and the rest of Orchard's people, and my prayer is that the people that are supposed to be there will show up and get the things that God is want them to receive from this coursework. So thank you so much, sir, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you, brother. Have a
All right
good day.
now. All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye bye.